with us from Denton, Texas, a punchy stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the North Texas Mean Green. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with Coach Brent Key before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. So North Texas offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up. Priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on...
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. To the air, it's Pryor. Under pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Alexander. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Turns it upfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Alexander. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out wide left, it's Bush. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying to squeak through the pile. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense.
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Left side is Koch. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, this team's college football playoff hopes lie on this running back's ability to show up week in, week out. It's one thing to do it against subpar competition. We've seen that this year. But this is the real challenge now. At this point of the season, going up against one of the best run defenses in the country that's going to be honed in on stopping him, can this guy answer the bell? Get another win. This is a team peaking. Put a couple of wins together now back-to-back. But if they win this one and this guy has a big game, that is a big statement.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still looking to his right. Between the hashes, it's Gage. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Pryor. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Gage. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Drops back on first down. Finds his man. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Wicks. That pass not close as he got. Will trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a...
Makes a grab and room to run. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. Straight ahead, it's Alexander. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he avoids the sack.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Winding up to add another. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
In traffic, it's Rodgers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Wicks. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and
makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw on first. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Now on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Right side, it's Koch. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Left side is Koch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Uncorks one to the middle. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's McAllister. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. Moves the pocket. It's Pryor. Caught. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put...
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Snapped on 4th down. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field. Just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Took it all the way back to the house.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. From the gun, it's Alexander. Enough to move the chains. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Pryor. Throwing right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Here we go, ready. Red 18, red 18. Hey, move. Where did he go?
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he gets rid of it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Comes down, it's Turner. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. On the run, it's McAllister. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Here's the give off the left side. Stop right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Selling the fake. Out wide right, it's Fuller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll take it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Right side, it's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Quarterback keeper. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook again.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Pryor. He's got him this time. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Fires quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fast completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Finds his man. It's Gage. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Back to pass on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Making the adjustment. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. To throw, it's Pryor. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Both of these teams are high-caliber